This afternoon we're at Old Anniesland for the Scottish Hydroelectric Super Clash between Glasgow Hawks and Ayr. Well, it's honours even between these two so far this season. Ayr having won the league match at Millbrae, but Hawks taking the honours when they played here at Old Anniesland in December. And in the early stages of the game, it was certainly Hawks who were looking the most likely side, throwing the ball about exactly the same way as they did in their Super Cup match against Boroughmuir, which of course was also played under the IRB's experimental law variations. And well, the game was only 7 minutes old and Ayr pinned inside their own 22. Hawks giving the ball plenty of air. Wee juggle there by Matt Smith. Kenny Sinclair in doing the tidying up, feeding out to John McLeay, and the ball bobbling about there, but Hawks still keeping possession. Lovely wee flip out the back door by McLeay to Sinclair, and Kenny Sinclair's pass putting John Fitzpatrick in for the opening try. Murray Strang missed the conversion but potted a penalty a few minutes later, and straight from the restart Hawks took the game straight back to Ayr in no uncertain fashion, and it was Strang again spotting a wee gap, and suddenly the freedom of the west end of Glasgow, leaving Ayr tacklers in his wake. Put it over there, said John Fitzpatrick, exactly where he wanted it. Strang's kick, inch perfect, Fitzpatrick in for his second try. And Ayr were certainly under the cosh, but the Millbrae men fought back, took play deep into Hawks territory, but again it was like watching sevens in a February afternoon, and Max Evans was the next man to split the Ayr defence. A certain try looked on, but he was tracked down and in the end clobbered by James Eddy with a terrific saving tackle. And well, the Ayr defence got back in numbers, and despite the fact that Hawks gave the ball plenty of air again, well, the defence was there to keep them out. And Hawks, the low play was very much in the Ayr red zone, not quite getting through, and finally turned over. A little bit of snaffling there by the Ayr pack. AJ McFarlane out to Glenn Tippett. Paul Burke slamming the ball downfield, and well, this was real end-to-end stuff. And Hawks, well, from that, were they going to start another attack? Didn't quite work, and Ayr kept up the pressure inside the Hawks half. And McFarlane, a sniping run down the blind and putting Cammy Taylor away, and the winger, oh wow, that could have been Ayer's opening try if he'd only had longer studs in his boots. Forced into touch, taking the game into half-time with Hawks leading by 13 points to 0.
Scottish Rugby Radio is now updated every Monday. Join Stuart Cameron and his guests for the news, match reports and expert comment on the Scottish game. ScottishRugbyRadio.com, now every Monday.
Into the second half, and Hawks still determined to give Ayr a bit of a roasting in defence. Stephen Duffy asking serious questions there, and Rory Kerr spotting that wee gap round the side of that ruck, and off he went. Simple as that, under the posts. Ayr weren't out of it by any means, and James Eddy standing tall to give that ball to Scott Lyons. Work back to Eddy, driving up towards the Hawks line until an errant knee got in the road there, but penalties at referee Neil Patterson. And Ayr, although they're 20 points down, with a feeling they might just take something from the game. Damien Kelly thundering through there, and the ball taken on again by the big number 8 over the line. No tries, said Neil Patterson. Damien Kelly said, oh come on, after all that effort. But back for a scrum 5, and Ayr, no problem. Powerful drive over the line in the set piece, and Glenn Tippett with the touchdown. AJ McFarlane with the conversion. Not Ayer's regular kicker, but steps up for this one. Wham! And you think to yourself, well, with a kick like that, he could be the regular kicker. That was about as far as Ayr got, because Hawks really turned on the style. Stephen Duffy going over, and he gets no point for the dive, I tell you. But Hawks by now very much in control. Their line out functioning an awful lot better than Ayers in the afternoon, and pressure in the danger zone again. Ayr defence just a wee bit desperate. Kenny Sinclair looking for the ball out to Rory Kerr. No way through there, but again straight back for Sinclair and out to Eric Milligan, and there was no stopping the big prop from that distance. The next one just showed exactly how much of a damage limitation exercise it had become for Ayr, and even that wasn't very successful, with Alan Kelly going over for a try. It was embarrassingly easy. Ayr still had a chance to get into double figures, but with Hawks trying to play rugby from inside their own 22, that looked like an interception for Scott Sampson. Scamper over the line, but no, foot in touch, says touch judge Derek Burns. And oh, Sampson shaking his head there, but the touch judge, no doubt. And that really was Ayer's last chance gone, because whenever they tried to, in whatever clever and crafty way, put pressure on the Hawks line, wow, it was only when the likes of Kelly get his hands on the ball that there seemed to be any danger at all. And they were getting themselves turned over very, very easily. McFarlane still trying to get something going for Ayr, but a Hawks breakout, and again it was Murray Strang, the man who had done so much damage to Ayr over the afternoon, who put the final pass in for Rory Kerr to blast away from Richard McCallum's despairing pack for Hawks' last try of the game. Conversion, no problem, and that final score line of 48 points to 7 showed just how much Hawks were in control, particularly in the second half, and also how they were adapting to the new IRB experimental law variations.
The players have really enjoyed the actual transition. In fact, they're playing open rugby, but it's still a massive difficulty as the breakdown area, because what's happening is that when they take the ball into contact, the referees are forgetting to referee the area where the guy takes the ball into contact and not letting go. And then also, I don't think they're refereeing the gate very, very accurately, because this gate to me was the key for coming in from the back foot and therefore stopping the sideways movement. There's a lot of killing the ball from the side. In terms of looking for the style of play that the Hawks are playing, we want to play a wide game, but you can still play a tight game in this game as well. So it has kind of negated probably the rolling maul, but there are ways of working on that. And I think it's wrong to say that the law of being able to take the maul down is going to get rid of the maul completely. I just think coaches will think of other ways to make the maul a lot more effective.
So Hawks convincing winners in this match, and of course they've still got a lot to play for this season, Super Cup and National Cup. Ayr, well, their season probably ended when they were runners-up in the National League. This is Ron Evans for Scottish Rugby Television at Old Anniesland.